Oh, hi there. Welcome to another episode of Lounging by the Fireside, our official reboot second episode for everyone here. And of course, on the island, I am Cardwell.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Trevor.
Today, with the fusing of all the podcasts like we discussed last time, we are just gonna be more chill. We're gonna bring everything that we love in entertainment together. And of course, the first part, we're just gonna go through some news, some things that we're excited for like movies and video games that are coming out. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and get into the TCG corner. And if we have time, we have some random talks to do that we didn't actually get to do last time. And hopefully we get into that because that's actually pretty entertaining there. Now, of course, first things first, we like to go ahead and we're not really conceited people, but we like to go ahead and talk about, I don't know, something about us, let y'all know, get to know us, and maybe y'all can have some discussion with us through Twitter and such of your favorite things. But this week we're gonna go ahead and talk about something new in entertainment that we've actually been excited about recently and kind of fallen for or just enjoyed. For me, myself, for Cardwell, there's a band out there. I'm really into almost everything, pretty much, and they're called Polyphia. So it's like Polyphia. If you're really into like industrial, just jam, jazz slash just amazing guitar music, pretty much, it's a band of like four dudes. They're super great. The song that I would ask you to actually listen to is called 40 ounce, like, like a 40-ounce alcohol. Even their video has like four grandmas dancing, playing music with 40 ounces all in their hand. Pretty awesome. But with that, it's basically, I don't know, it's just amazing. I've been falling in love with them. I've been listening to them and watching all their videos. And I don't know why it is weirdly with me, but I enjoy watching amazing people play their instruments, like really close up, like guitars with how they do the strings or bass and drums and all that. I don't know. They really focus on that in most of their videos, and it's just amazing to me.
Heck yeah. Well, mine is actually a board game. This is Kevin. I recently been playing a lot more board games at a shop I work at, and we've been playing Greedy Greedy Goblins, which is essentially the adult version of Hungry Hungry Hippos. You each control like a little goblin group, like the Snarglefluffs is one of them, and you each go after a certain gym, but everyone goes at the same time. So you put all these tiles out, all face down. You wash them like you would dominoes, and then each person goes at the same time. So you put tiles down on the big tiles, and then each like you can put dynamites on there to get extra points. But if there's too many dynamites, that mine explodes, so you lose points. It's pretty crazy, but it's essentially just Hungry Hungry Hippos, and you play to like 50 points. It's super fun.
Heck yeah. What about you, Trevor?
For me, it'd probably have to be a anime figure. I'm one of those otakus that love all their figures and everything. Well, recently there's a figure that I will be getting soon. It is a Rechnera figure from the Monster Musume anime or manga, depending on which one you've seen or read. And that one is a pre-painted version. The only version that I've ever seen that they had was one of their garage kits where it's just a do-it-yourself, paint it and assemble it. This one is just assembly, and they paint it themselves. So I'm excited to grab that and be getting it because that'll help go with my Mia figure that I have. So I'm excited for that.
Heck yeah.
That sounds pretty awesome. Uh, of course, with that, we'll get in the news, and that'll also inspire us to talk about San Diego Comic Con. And actually, let's just go ahead and jump in on that, shall we? So that happened recently. Basically, a whole bunch of trailers and awesome shows and awesome toys that came out, as everyone can see. And I'm actually pretty excited about this Carnival Row show that's coming on Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Yeah, it's basically like the Fey world and the human world coming together, and the Fays are being treated as just immigrants, basically, like in the industrial age. And I don't know why, but I've completely fallen in love with Cara Delevingne. I'm butchering that last name for sure. but she plays the fairy, and it has Orlando Bloom in it. Everyone remembers him,
Oh,
right?
Wow, I haven't seen him in a movie in a while.
Yeah, and actually, this is a TV show.
Or TV show in general. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen him in a very long time, and I don't know. It just looks super amazing next to the Witcher trailer that we saw before the recording.
yeah, dude, The Witcher looks really cool. It actually looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I wanted to hate Superman as Geralt. I don't know why. I thought it was a stupid idea. I didn't like the pictures they showed, but watching the trailer, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to, bite my tongue on here because this looks really good.
It does look really nice. Like, I was fine with him being part of the movie or the TV show, because he was wanting to do it. Because he was
Yeah,
actually voicing his love for the character. So, like, that is already a super great thing for when an actor wants to do a part because they love the character. Then that means they'll bring
exactly.
way more life to the character than anyone else.
Yeah, I completely agree. They're gonna actually show love to it and the tension, and since he loves the books and video games, he's gonna do it right.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And of course, speaking of that, it's gonna go based on like not even on the video games, but the actual books, and it's when Ciri was a child and Yennefer just starting getting out. So I'm pretty excited to see that lore of The Witcher.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where. How do you pronounce his name? Gerald?
Geralt,
Gerald. There we go. I was thinking of
Geralt,
something else. I want to see where
Geralt of Rivia.
Gerald gets his scar on his eye. So I don't remember him getting any of that in the games. So I kind of want to see if he
Yeah.
gets it in the movie or the TV show.
Well, I hope it's more entertaining than Nick Fury. He got his scar.
Right?
Anticlimactic for sure.
See, I'm
Oh, yeah.
interested to see it because I don't know most of the actual lore, so it'll just be crazy to see it happen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I heard that it is. I heard rumors that it's not going to be like a villain in the show, like for the first season. It's just going to be straight monsters, which perfect. That is what a Witcher does. They hunt monsters. That's their villain. I'm
Yeah,
a-okay
we're
to
gonna do
see
the
some
monster of the
violence.
week thing.
Yeah, a-okay with all of that.
Yeah, I as well, because that is what the Witcher's life is all about. I'm sure they're gonna show the upbringing and how the Witcher happens, and then
Hmm.
a few monsters here and there. So should be pretty cool.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And then I wonder, so actually, how I wonder if they're gonna show. So the little plot you don't know is that Geralt falls in love with Yennefer, and he actually uses a djinn to make a wish for them to both fall in love with each other forever, kind of thing.
Oh,
Or maybe, yeah. Well, in the Witcher 3, you actually find a djinn to break that wish, so you can see if you actually are in love with each other and not just because of a stupid wish. So I wonder if that was actually part of the book or not.
no
Huh.
idea. I never got to read the books.
Yeah, me either. But I heard they were good, and as I'll probably keep talking throughout this whole podcast. But The Witcher 3 changed my life for sure. It changed what kind of person I am, or made me realize what kind of person I am.
Hey, the game was good.
Mm-hmm.
That is
crazy.
for sure.
That's crazy.
Game is super good.
Yeah.
I know we didn't get much time to see, but Kevin, did you see anything in the Comic Con?
So the most thing that I like of Comic Cons is all the toys that show up, all the like exclusives. Some of them are pretty crazy. Like this year's exclusives, there was like these glitter trolls, like old school trolls, the little like naked men's.
Yeah.
One that they're called Good Luck Trolls, and they're like bright blue with glitter all over them, and they have like giant glitter hair. I mean, it looks like a troll. It's just kind of terrifying. I mean, it's a troll, really.
Yeah, but it's like like you said, gruesome looking
No,
troll.
it's a normal troll. It's just glitter.
Oh, okay.
Like it's super glittered. But
Heck yeah.
I mean, the magic one's cool, but I'll come back to that one.
Yeah. We'll go in the TCG section there.
I guess Overwatch is giving a skin that's Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a figure with a skin. Ah, okay.
Oh,
That's cool. It's Reinhardt's figure with Brundelwer skin. the like camo
Oh,
looking
okay.
skin. That's a cool figure. I'm not gonna lie. But they had like the green Power Ranger scooter, like a new mini scooter that you can get.
Yeah.
But I think one of the coolest things I saw was the Transformers. There's a new Transformer guy, but he is the Ghostbusters truck.
The Ecto one.
No, it's not even that car. It's the Ecto 35. It looks like it's a
Whoa.
giant like semi truck because it turns into a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And it comes with this like cool backpack that you can take it wherever you want. It looks awesome. And the backpack looks like one of the power suits.
Yeah.
But no, like their toys are always really cool to see on the Comic-Con. They either have like super retro toys that were never produced, like these. I think these are like a Boba Fett that's all like first edition Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But
from like I guess from the Kenner line long time ago.
Yeah. From the old school 40th anniversary, it looks like Empire Strikes Back.
Actually, I think I did hear about that recently in a podcast. Is that they're bringing the first ring out?
Yeah, the vintage collection. They look sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Because they're like old school, janky toys, and I love them.
Yeah. And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard, is like no one even know who Boba Fett was, and when the toy came out first before the actual movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah, and then people were like, "What is this cool looking dude?"
I didn't know that. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good. Like, it looks really, really good. But that's really all I saw. And then all the, like, trailers. And I'm so excited for one of those trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, so many trailers. All the trailers. What trailers was that?
Well, the trailer, but, like, not just trailers, but movies, too. All their Marvel released their schedule of the MCU for Phase 4.
Oh yeah, Phase 4 is going to be actually really good.
It's going to be pretty good, yeah. And they
I
have
don't
to
know
live
how
up to all the
William
hype.
feels about it.
Huh?
I don't know how William feels about it.
Yeah. I'm looking at the list that we posted here. Like I said, I really don't want to see any more superhero movies, but I am excited for Blade, as Kevin is too.
It's Blade.
It's Blade, and it's new, and I'm like, yes, please. Let me do that.
It's Blade, it's a revamp, and it's the MCU. They know how to make a movie correctly.
Exactly. I mean, nothing wrong with the first two Blade movies. I'm all down with Wesley Snipes saying cheesy lines, but it's good.
And the guy that plays Blade is the dude that's in The Good Book. The black guy in The Good Book.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Mahershala Ali. Something like that.
Oh,
I think I've seen a picture. I mean, he looks pretty good.
He's also in Predators. He's like the black guy in Predators.
Oh.
The movie Predator.
Oh yeah, that movie was great.
Yeah, he was one of the dudes that I think first died. But yeah, that movie's gonna be so awesome. I'm so excited.
Nah, the movie I'm excited for the most is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I love magic. That's the reason I'm excited for this movie above all the others. By all means, Thor, I love the art that they have shown, but I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange.
It is gonna be pretty crazy because they classified it as a horror.
Yeah, it's going
one?
to be the first scary MCU movie. I'm not too big in the fan of scary movies, but this one's magic. I'll deal with it. And it has Scarlet Witch in it, so it's going to be interesting. Especially with the name...
Was it? Go ahead.
Well, with the name
Oh.
of... What is it? The Multiverse of Madness. I think that opens the door to the multiverse in this whole series. Like, actually makes it a actual thing that everyone can understand. So I think that's going to be interesting. I think that'll tie into the Thor movie, actually.
I think it will too.
Yeah.
What wasn't the end of Doctor Strange the end credit scene? Spoiler alert! Wasn't it the like worm thing? Was that Doctor Strange?
Now, if I remember correctly, the end scene for Doctor Strange was when he is talking to Thor. like
Okay.
for like in the was it Thor Ragnarok scene where he goes to his house and gives him a beer. I believe that.
Oh yeah, the worm thing was on Shazam.
Yeah, see,
It's totally
completely
different.
different
Okay, I'm
universe,
sorry.
Kevin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, I messed
but
up.
the reason why I was thinking that the uh, multiverse would open up things for Thor is because Natalie Portman's coming back and is going to play the role of the female Thor. And I was kind of confused when I read an article that said that she was actually going to be wielding Mjolnir because Mjolnir is destroyed. So I don't know how they would have that unless it's an alternate universe's Thor, which will be easy enough to do, especially with the comics, since there are different universe Thors that they talk about. And
Yeah.
I think that'd be a perfect way to tie it in, or tie her into the movie. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. See how that works out.
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder is gonna be pretty legit. I mean, for those that don't know all the movies, there's a Black Widow, The Eternals, which has Selma Hayek in it, which is pretty cool. Uh, I'm actually kind of excited to look at the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings movie that's coming out for MCU. That one looks pretty
Like I
legit.
don't know anything about Shang-Chi. Like I've never heard of that character with Marvel, but it does sound interesting for sure.
I mean, I've heard of him, but he's one of those like way under the radar heroes that isn't. I mean, he's not Iron Man. Like, let's get real.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But there's like a Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, including Thor. Like, it's Volume 3, but it's going to be as Guardians of the Galaxy because, I mean, it's Thor. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if they keep Fat Thor in the movie. Let's see if Chris Hemsworth has like voiced his opinion how he wants it so much. So that'll be actually very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about it. I know there's a lot of other TV shows they're making too. I think there's like a Falcon and uh,
Yeah,
Bucky,
Falcon and the Winter
the Winter
Soldier.
Soldier,
Then
Vision and Scarlet
yeah,
Witch.
which is even weirder because Vision's dead. So this must be another one of their like alternate timelines because they have Loki as a TV show as well.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know how big that show's gonna be?
Huge.
Because it's Loki.
Yeah,
Everyone loves Loki.
I hope they immediately do it right at or at that spot in the new movie. Spoilers, I guess, right? Has anyone seen Endgame? Everyone's seen Endgame, right? It's the highest grossing movie. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
We got this. Anyways, I digress. We're going to Loki where he actually steals the Tezzeret and he disappears.
mm-hmm.
Like, I want them to start the TV show off with that moment.
They talked about that it would be something like that.
Yeah.
That Loki will talk about what happened to him in that.
In that instance, that would be awesome.
So, fun fact, speaking about Endgame being the best, like the most grossing movie,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing between directors that they make a picture or like a letter and send it to whoever wins from the last movie. Did you know that was a thing?
No,
No, I didn't know that
I've
was a
seen
thing.
the picture.
It started with Spielberg and Lucas on Star Wars and Jaws. And I read this whole article about it today, and it kind of blew my mind. But it started with those two because Jaws finally got beat by Star Wars, and Lucas just not mean or anything, but just as a joke, sent like a little letter to him,
Yeah.
and it had R2D2 fishing up Jaws.
Hell
He
yeah.
was like, "Hey man, sorry we beat you," or whatever, blah blah blah. And then he was like, "Good luck in the future." And later on, Spielberg took it back with Titanic, and it had all of the Star Wars people like getting off of rafts off the Titanic,
Nice.
and like little Ewoks were like trying to cook a fire on the top of the Titanic.
That's pretty good.
And so I guess now it's just gone through the ages, and other filmmakers do it now. When Jurassic World became a thing, when it beat the first Avengers,
Yeah.
there was Chris Pratt was riding a T-Rex, and the T-Rex was holding Mjolnir, and the Avenger team was just like looking at all of it like, what's happening?
I like it.
Heck yeah, that is
And
awesome.
so I guess this new one has James Cameron wrote a letter, and he wrote in what's the Avatar language?
It's been
I
forever.
don't.
Avatar
He wrote it
language.
in the Avatar language. He said, "I see you," like they always
Yeah.
see you or whatever.
Yeah.
And the picture was Iron Man standing with all the little like Awa flowers, the little light flowers like on him,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I see you," and I was just like, "That's awesome." So apparently that's a thing that directors just do. I don't know. It's pretty
Oh
neat.
yeah. That's,
That's
But the
awesome.
picture's pretty
I
legit.
saw that picture today and I was like, this is pretty cool. I like this.
But yeah, that's what that's about. Is all the directors like they just it's not really a way to talk shit, I guess. It's just a
But kind of just be like,
yeah, it's a here, hey, congratulations on beating me.
Gotta
Finally.
flaunt
Yeah.
your awesomeness somehow.
Yeah.
exactly.
So we'll see what James Cameron fires back with Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and coming back around because it just clicked in my head that when we talk about Mjolnir and then Natalie Portman being the next Thor, and I said to everyone beforehand that she doesn't deserve it because she broke Thor's heart, and hopefully it is an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to accept that.
To me, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, because she's not worthy if she breaks up a god's heart. Like, come on.
I love that that's your reasoning.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
I'm not going for that reason.
Not that she couldn't be a good Thor.
Yeah. It's
She
because
broke his heart,
broke
so
his
she doesn't
heart.
deserve anything.
Yeah, Mjolnir should be like, no, that's my bro.
It's fantastic.
You can't touch me.
Yeah,
All right.
the only other interesting thing that I've heard from Comic-Con is from the Rick and Morty panel from Dan Harmon. I guess he made a deal or a contract with, I assume it's Adult Swim, since they're the ones that are making or producing the Rick and Morty show. He has a deal to do 70 episodes for Rick and Morty. So he apologized to the fans of Rick and Morty, stating that the length of time it's taken to come out with a season 4 is the longest that it will ever be since this contract got finalized and got dealt with. The next seasons will be much quicker to come out. So every time they come out with a final episode and at the end they're like, hey, we're going to see you in a year, well, they're probably going to mean, yeah, we're going to see you in a year, not 2 years, like it's been going somewhat. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was joking that I'm pretty sure they finally got the contract and be like, oh, we're making like 5 million each. Cool, let's finally do this
Probably.
and just put our effort into it.
Yeah, like they know how to write a story. They're doing pretty decent with
they
it.
do. And they're hilarious comedians too. Like they're just really good at timing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're intelligent. And they're you know everyone keeps saying all the beautiful stuff about them.
Yep.
And I guess with the major news that's not Comic-Con related would be good old Nintendo.
Yep.
They done goofed it again.
Yep. A whole nother lawsuit for a whole kind of same reason, but different.
Yeah, so with Nintendo being the king of accessories and weird, unique things, the weird, unique thing of Joy-Con is biting them in the ass. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Trevor. Of course, there's a little glitch where Joy-Cons start drifting, making your character move a certain direction without it moving. Correct?
Yeah. It's been coined the name Joy-Con Drift because you could set your Joy-Cons down, not even touch them, not even be like you don't have to be in the same room, and the Switch will register that the Joy-Cons are moving and move them. I've had this happen to me, so I can testify that this is actual real thing. And I didn't know that other people were having problems with this. So when I'm seeing this and hearing about this, I'm like, oh, thankfully I'm not the only one. Maybe Nintendo will do things.
Yeah. It's just crazy because they are charging $40 fee for them to repair your Joy-Cons, which, one, you can buy new ones for that much. And plus, something like this that's on their fault, their manufacturer, like even Microsoft with Xbox 360 Ring of Death, they're like, your first Ring of Death, it's free. We'll fix it. Send it in. And
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
and I feel
I
like
don't even have a Switch, and that
Mhm.
sucks.
yeah,
At the time of the $40 service fee to fix it, Nintendo hadn't even acknowledged that it was a problem. They're like, nah, it's not a thing, or weren't even talking about it. They were like, yeah, we'll fix it for $40. Well, they've now officially acknowledged it that yes, this is an issue, but they haven't said that they're
oof.
going to do anything about it yet.
I bet it has to do with their HD Rumble that they're so proud of. Like maybe something's triggering the HD Rumble where it just moves it.
Well, isn't the Rumble just in one of the Joy Cons, or is it in both?
They're in
Oh,
both
okay, I don't know. Could be.
because that's definitely how you like separate them and play like Mario Party with 4 different controllers.
Well, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, because of this issue, there's a class action lawsuit against Nintendo for this. I was actually kind of impressed that they were going that far for it. And this is going to hit them hard if they don't do something now to fix it, because I'm assuming that class action lawsuit's going to force Nintendo to fix these things for free, and that's going to cost them maybe a couple $1,000,000 because they have like at least 35 million Switches sold as of March 2019.
Yeah,
That's quite a bit if they have to pay all that shipping cost to get it fixed. So they just need to figure out how to do a software update to fix everything.
yeah, at least something simple. Hopefully, it's just a software update.
You would hope.
Yeah.
So if you whatever reason your characters are moving to the right or the left, or is your screen's messing up for your settings and all that, blame Nintendo. Don't blame yourself. Just blame Nintendo.
No, there's nothing wrong with you. They're just putting you down. It's okay. You can be happy after that. Okay. With that, is there anything else with the news that we can talk about? I mean, I feel like we're good
There
there.
was one more thing to talk about. Um, this is kind of interesting that someone did this. Someone created, I believe their name is Muriel Dev, or that's what they go by for their name. They created a NES game, a Nintendo Entertainment System game for John Wick. And you're like, what? What? Why? Why would someone do that? Well, why not? There hasn't been a game for John Wick, so someone decided to create it. And from what I've seen from the actual gameplay footage, it is extremely close to Contra, and it is very challenging. It definitely
Yeah.
has the restricted movements, has really good sprites for sure. It seems the enemies
It looks
are
like
pretty decently difficult to deal with.
yeah, it looks like Contra and Batman, both NES games, came together.
Yeah, so it's if you want to go take a look at the game, you can probably easily find them by searching for the like John Wick NES game. You can find it easily. Just verify that that's the correct one, not some kind of like virus-filled one.
Yeah.
But give it a try, see if you can beat it. I think you're trying to save your dog. That's the end game. Kill all the
Of
bad
course.
guys and then save your dog. You know, John Wick.
I mean, it's gotta be. It's John Wick, bro.
Yep. Super John Wick, of course. It'd be the most happiest of it.
If that is, that's gonna be an awesome ending. Like, that's fantastic.
It's definitely gonna be worth it.
This
What?
is your ending.
Yeah.
Save your dog.
And like it'll just be like one still shot of him and holding his dog. Like, yeah, congratulations, and then that's it. 'Cause that's how old NES games.
Or
Like, boom, boom,
I'd
boom.
be super excited if, like, let's say, because I think there's like, I don't know how many levels there are, but let's go with 5. After you beat the final boss on the first level, you find like a little puppy. It says, "I'm sorry, but your dog is in another city," and then he has to go to the next one. It's kind of just like doing the whole Mario stuff with Princess Peach.
Yeah, right?
I'd enjoy that.
You're in the wrong city.
Yeah, you're wrong city. Go to the next one.
You want a toad? You want a toad? Just to be like, no, wrong castle, bro.
Wrong castle,
Have a
bro.
little frog that says that. I'm okay with that.
How dumb do you think Mario felt every time he went to another castle? Like, it's like, are you kidding me? GPS told me this way. I don't know.
Just walk away then. Nope.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for her anymore.
Like, nope, we're done here. I don't know how many people have to murder to come here and dragons to slain just to find dumb toad
How
people.
many Koopas did I have to jump on?
Yeah. Just because of my ignorance of direction in this evil land.
Right.
All right. All right. And well, with that, we'll get into the, I guess, entertainment releases for us. And the first thing, movie is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's Quentin Tarantino's, what, 10th film?
Yeah.
And according to Kevin telling us earlier, it might be his last one. Because he's just...
It may not be. I don't know. That's what that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is or not.
Yeah,
I can see that because he seems really tired of Hollywood BS, pretty much.
probably.
Yeah.
It'll be either be this one or the next one he does.
Yeah. I mean, he almost just quit after the script for the recent one that just came out. Can you remember? The one after Django. The movie in the snow cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Hateful Eight?
The Hateful Eight.
The Hateful Eight, yeah. Like, the script for that came out, like, got leaked, and he was so pissed he wanted to stop making the movie, like, altogether.
I
That
remember
bad?
Yeah, that bad. He's just kind of a... I don't know. I wouldn't say crazy, but maybe a high-strung person in the Hollywood business.
I don't know. I guess if you make good movies, you don't want your script being revealed.
Yeah, and he loves to keep secrets and, you know, surprise people and such. I understand that.
Yeah, I guess I can see
Yeah.
that.
But basically, this movie's about an actor and his stunt double, which is played... stunt double is Brad Pitt, right? And maybe I should have kept this up. But it looks amazing. It reminds me of his old stuff, like Jackie Brown.
Yep.
It's a...
Dude, I'm so excited for this movie.
I am too.
So good. Because it's... I remember seeing like a trailer for it when we went to go watch Crawl, which, by the way, the movie's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, by awesome, you just got to know what you're going into and you'll love it. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio is the main dude, and then Brad Pitt is his stunt double, quote unquote.
Yeah, and DiCaprio's like trying to not lose his mind, like he's wanting to get out of it, and Brad Pitt's like, "Nah, dude, you're too good. You can't."
Right? Because, you
And
know,
it's gonna be so good.
once the actor goes away, the stunt double might go away, and then he's out of the job, and then yeah, it looks super fantastic, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Now, of course, we haven't got to see Lion King yet. I do believe that is on the docket of the time of recording the next day, tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So hopefully by next podcast we can actually talk about it, see what we think and like about it, since it's so divisive in the community.
Yeah, apparently it did extremely well in the box office. They broke records.
But the critics hate it.
Yeah, I love just going to Rotten Tomatoes and look at this critic score, and then look at the audience score, and then laugh at the critics. Because they never know what a good movie is. They just don't.
I mean, maybe they do.
I don't know about that. I've only seen the critics write maybe 5 times. Like, let's be honest.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just 5 times.
It's more than that, but like normally the movies that are the big name ones that are going to be the big good ones, they normally agree with the audience. But there are movies that they like, no, this movie's terrible, blah, blah, blah. And the audience loves it because it's fun or entertaining. I just don't know if... I think the critics need to go back to a school or wherever they learned and then relearn. That's where I'm at. Like, they got to do something here.
They just don't want to cater to the massive audience of mouth breathers and popcorn munchers.
I guess.
So they want to be part of the intellectual crowd and let people know, you know, they know what they're talking about.
Well, when they don't give the same reviews as the audience or the majority, I don't listen to them. I just laugh at them.
And I don't know what critics hurt you, at what score, but we'll get to the bottom of this for sure. It kind of makes me wonder. All right. While I look this up, I'm going to go ahead and look this up right now. Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. No, I don't want to learn more. Sorry. Alpha and Omega. What do they say about it?
Probably terrible.
Oof. Oof. I'm sorry, Trevor. 16%.
Doesn't mean I have to agree with them.
Yeah, well, at least the audience score is 41%.
I'd be in there. I would actually give it a negative review because it's terrible, but I still enjoy it. So they're not wrong, but I still enjoy the movie.
Yep. And that's what makes great movies great, is that you realize how bad they are. Okay, and well, that's really all about the movies. Spot for other entertainment like video games, I guess the one I am super excited for is Wolfenstein Youngblood, and that's because I played the other Wolfensteins, the new remakes of the Wolfensteins. They really remind me of like Half-Life, which is kind of weird. They even have the same, not gravity gun tool, but somewhat like it. I don't know. They have basically tools that remind me of Half-Life and how the story plays out. And it's been a while since I've played a first-person shooter story game, I guess.
Yeah, they're kind of rare nowadays.
Yeah, they're very rare. Even Doom was just pure adrenaline, super fun. And I actually haven't got to play, what is it? Metro Exodus. I haven't got to play that, which might be another story-driven first-person shooter. But Wolfenstein, I check it out. Those games are amazing, especially the first remake. After you get past the slog of 30 minutes to an hour of the opening, it's gorgeous. So yeah, for Youngblood, it's kind of different because it's actually cooperative because you actually play the daughters of BJ Blazkowicz. And I don't know how much that's going to actually taint what was so special about the first two, but I hope it's extremely fun nonetheless.
I don't know. I feel like when you have multiplayer co-op thing in an FPS game, it's normally going to be more action than it is lore and story.
Yeah.
Just because one person might like lore and the other person won't, so it's kind of not for them if they want to play with their friend. So I think they're going to put way more action into it than there will story.
And the fact that the other two, you can go full stealth, which is what I did in the first two games. And here, when you have two people, one person's not going to wait around while the other person stabs everyone in the back, you know?
Oh no, I'm never going to let Carlo
So,
have his stealth if I can.
yeah, no, that's all me. It's stealth. I gotta stab people.
I run and gun. Just charge! Gotta Leroy Jenkins that stuff.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just trying to remember the most recent game that we tried to do that with, and it was. Oh yeah, we kind of did that with Far Cry, but that didn't work out too well.
Far Cry is a terrible multiplayer game. Because they didn't have the multiplayer set. We're talking about Far Cry 4. We haven't played
Yeah.
5 if the multiplayer is better.
It might be, but I haven't played
I
that.
have no idea. But Wolfenstein Youngblood's $30, so that's pretty good in comparison to a $60 title.
Oh, it's a $30
Yeah,
title.
so it's probably like a much smaller actual game.
Just side thing. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Test out with your friends, play it, because it comes to all consoles, even the Switch. So there you go.
So it probably will just be a fun bloodfest, and everyone knocks on the second one for being too hard. Like everyone in the games media was like they had to go down to easy just to beat the game.
Has no one ever played Dark Souls?
But it's a little different. I give them that there's a scene in a courtyard, or a courtroom scene, and it is extremely hard. I died at least, not exaggerating, at least 20 times before I actually got past it.
All I'm hearing is you're bad at the game.
No, I didn't go down a level. I stayed on my difficulty and I beat that game. while everyone went down.
This is fair.
Puny humans.
That works. Now try to play it on the hardest and take that room.
No, the hardest is you literally can't die. And there's people with achievements to beat that game on that hardest difficulty in like less than so many hours.
Nice.
Like that's ridiculous.
Hey, they gotta flex somehow. It's the best way to do it.
That's yeah, no kidding. Weird flex, but okay. Yeah.
It works.
Got my attention. Okay. But that pretty much brings around the entertainment section. Is anything else that y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, we got Beyond Two Souls coming out for the PC, just a port over. So if any of y'all like the series and want to continue playing it, you can play it on your PC. It's not too bad.
If you love Ellen Page, you know, there you go.
There you go. So Carter will probably grab it.
I love Ellen Page.
And then probably the one game that'll probably trounce Wolfenstein Youngblood, sorry Cardwell, is the final Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's the new Fire Emblem game coming to the Switch, and I'm actually looking forward to this one. I don't know how long it'll be for me to get it. I started Fire Emblem with with Awakening, and played Fates. I didn't like Fates so much. I liked Awakening, but I'll probably try this one because I do love the RPG system. But this one, basically, you are a professor for a officers academy, and you get to choose, of course, your gender. You want to be male or female, and then you have to decide which house you want to lead and pretty much educate the people that are in that house. So there's three houses you pick from. One of them is, let's see, Eldergard, Dimitri, and Claude. I'm probably pronouncing those names terribly, but those are the three houses you pick from. Oh no, those are the leaders. The houses you pick from are the Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. There we go. Those are more house names than anything. And you're responsible of leading them, showing them how to actually lead, and all that stuff. It's not too bad.
Heck yeah. They're not going to do the evil thing they did with the last game, is where they split it into two full other games.
I'm sorry, sir. You just
where you actually have to
confused three full games.
So they are 3 full games?
Yes, not Awakening. Fates, you had 3 versions of the game, of deciding which side you want to be on.
Oh my god, how can they get away with this?
There was definitely controversy with that. But like you had Birthright, you had Revelation, and you had Conquest. And I think Revelation came out, a year later, comparison to the other two, or Birthright. And I think you could pick between either one of the stories from that one. But yeah, no, I was confused on why that was a thing.
That's gross. That's sad that they decided to try to do it again. They're like, we did it for 2 games. Let's do it for 3. Bastards.
Yeah, but from what I'm seeing, the 3 houses isn't like that, so that's a good thing. They probably learned their lesson.
Yeah.
So, but since it's on the Switch, it's probably going to be a really good game. Probably good combat system and all that. So I'm looking forward to it.
It is definitely revered in the community.
Mm-hmm. That is for sure.
Have y'all ever played strategic strategy games at all, like Final Fantasy Tactics? Besides, not real-time strategies, of course, but just turn-based ones.
I have. I've tried Final Fantasy Tactics, could never get into it. I've tried Ogre Tactics, couldn't get into it. The one that I was able to actually get into was the Disgaea series. I played 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I played 2, 4, and 5. I didn't play 3.
Nice.
And those are really fun. Those had a weird gimmick to them for their actual overworld system, and I rather enjoyed it. But other than that, I've not been played much since the recent Fire Emblem games.
Gotcha. Okay, well, with that is definitely the entertainment side of our podcast here, and now we're going to go into the TCG and random talk section. And if course, if you have no idea what a TCG is, it's trading card game. Because we're nerds and we like cardboard and we like spinning paper for cardboard. And if y'all are heading out of this section, well, we love you, and I hope y'all have a good night. But let's get into it, guys. So, let's do it. First things first. Some of the biggest news is for Magic the Gathering is that they started revealing some of the card looks, I guess, or what would you call it, card borders for the new set?
Yeah, the new like artwork, and there's like a new storybook card. I don't know what it is or what it does, but that's essentially what it looks like. It's a storybook.
It slightly reminds me of Zyndakar's level up system, but it looks completely different from that. It just reminds me of that, where it has a little section off that looks like a little book, and then it has a different mana cost so far of what the actual card is.
Gotcha.
So we're assuming that you get to activate it once or something happens, you know.
You know, that border
And
looks really nice.
it really does. And the fact that I don't know, it's all fairy tales, which is kind of like a weird thing because Magic likes to do its own planes and its own universe and stuff like that, and then take influences from other places, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like straight up ripping off fairy tale lore.
Mm-hmm. Which, it'll be interesting, I think.
The main thing that's crazy with this set is the fact that they're introducing 2 more packs to buy. And what I mean by that is like the draft booster packs are the normal packs, but you can buy like this. I think it said it was like a $24 or $34 pack.
Collector's booster.
And it's guaranteed a rare. It's guaranteed extra like full art cards, and like badass full art cards.
Yeah, you're okay. So you have 1 rare / mythic rare with extended art, 1 foil rare / mythic rare, 9 foil commons or uncommons, 3 special frame arts, showcase or borderless planeswalkers. Interesting. 1 ancillary card. I think they're going with either a buy box promo, deck brawls, brawl decks, or planeswalker decks, and then 1 foil token. That's what's in the collector's booster.
But I know there's also like cards that are from older sets because they have. I saw a picture of the that silly 4-drop wolf, the ambusher.
Yeah.
As a crazy full art, and it looks amazing.
Nice.
So it's either in one of the decks coming out, or it's maybe one of the in auxiliary cards or whatever.
Yeah. I guess I don't know if they're learning from other TCGs like Pokemon and Force Will to have just full art cards of your awesome rares. Kind of thing, you know?
No idea.
They've learned that you don't want to just have full arts because a lot of people don't like foil crap because it bends.
Yeah, they're like from the vault cards, horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just absolutely horrible.
Like, if they didn't bend or had all that problems, they'd probably be gorgeous. But yeah. They are terrible with the bending.
Their new Friday Night Magic promos, like Negate, totally awesome. Because it's like almost full arted, and it looks good, and it's not foil, so that's why people like them.
Yeah, I do like their Friday night promos. They are really pretty.
And if you're wondering what set we're talking about Throne of Eldrin, which is the newest set with fairy tales.
Is that the actual name?
Throne.
Yeah, the Throne of Eldraine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably be interesting. But yeah, they have also a theme booster, which is you got 1 rare mythic, whatever. You got 33 to 34 commons or uncommons, and then a reference card. So I think that's their normal like things that they have that they did for M20 and the previous set, right, Kevin?
It's different, yeah.
Gotcha.
I think you're right.
So yeah, the addition of the collector's booster, which is $20 to $35, is definitely that's crazy. That is definitely crazy.
It is. I don't know if they're making so much money on Arena that they're just like, let's experiment here and there. But apparently that's it. Like they're just like,
I have no idea.
they're just like screw it.
Well,
Let's do what we can to make as much money. Because I actually recently saw booster packs that are color based. Where it's like, this is a blue based pack. It's like, what the
yeah,
hell?
I think that's what the theme booster is. Because the theme booster that they're gonna have for this one is specific colors as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like if it makes them money and it keeps the game going and it makes the community have fun with the game, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they're at this rate with the collector's booster, they're just printing money. I don't know about that.
Well, we will definitely see, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be okay.
I think it's good. And I personally have gone past buying boosters and packs and think just get singles. Everyone just gets singles. I'm sorry.
Singles is kind of cheaper. Like if you want to try to get the super expensive cards, foil or whatever, packs are
Then
okay.
good luck on
but you
that.
gotta have luck for sure.
Yeah. And if you're gonna spend like $25 on a booster to maybe get that, just
Spend the $25.
just buy for the card.
Because you could get it, or you could guarantee it. Like, which one do you want?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And plus, singles help out your local game store, which Wizards of the Coast do not care about anymore.
Yeah, sadly they don't.
Yep.
At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah. For sure. And of course, they're trying to Wizards of the Coast are trying to bring back Brawl, and it's trying to come to an MTG Arena. I don't know how good it's gonna go. I think hopefully it'll just die off, and we could just never talk about it again.
Nobody cares about Brawl.
No.
I think MTG Arena is the perfect place for it. Don't bring it to tournaments and all that stuff. Who cares about that? But Arena might be the best place for it because that stops them from having to print or to make all of the old commander cards that are busted. This allows them to have a standard commander or whatever they already
Or extended.
Yeah, since they already have the cards they want in there, why not? They don't have to make any more cards. So this is the perfect place for it, and I think it'll actually be good on MTG Arena, and a lot of people would play it at that time.
I hope so. But I mean, they actually have so many. It feels like they have so many options already. Like I'm cranking drafts of M20 right now. It's guess what? Just either blue white flyers or red green elementals. Just draft those and you win.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I tried to do the life gain matters deck. That did not help at all. That did not work.
Oh, really?
But red green elementals, when you have like 2 Chandras of the uncommon variety, so sexy.
Well, I mean, she's real good.
Yeah,
She does all kinds of silly crap.
And if you're
definitely for sure.
and for the pre-release for Throne of Eldrin, you have until September 28th and 29th. That's when the dates are. So it's relatively close.
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
It feels too soon again.
29th?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like October 4th is when it's actually released, so they're cranking those things out fast. Like, did they?
Yeah, they are.
And that is our rotation, October, when rotation hits.
Yeah.
So sell your cards now.
Exactly. Get them out the door. All right, and the last thing for Magic, of course, when we talked about it in the Comic-Con thing, but they showed off every comic, like big San Diego Comic-Con, they have a box set, and it's always alternate art. It used to be Planeswalkers, actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's actually the Eternal Gods Eternal, and they're beautiful.
God, they look so good. Because it's like a blackout version of that thing, and in this one they have like the picture box and everything is in the color or like the side and picture of that god. So like Bantu is like a giant alligator, like crashing through the screen. It looks so good.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's called in art terms, but basically it has a black outline of the god, but inside that colors them is like a background picture,
Yeah, it's like a silhouette.
a silhouette, yeah, colored in by beautiful landscapes, and it looks badass. It has the
It
four
looks so good.
god eternals and Nicobolus in the middle, and I think it trumps all the other ones. Like the zombie one was kind of cool with like Gideon all messed up and Chandra's all burnt and stuff. That's a super close second. But I feel like this one wins it out just because of the art direction they went.
Dude, the art, they did so good on these because they're so clean.
Yeah.
Like these ones I would go out of my way to try to get. The other ones were all kind of terrible.
Don't you own a couple of these, Trevor?
Of what?
Of these special Comic-Con box
Like,
sets?
No,
yeah, the Comic Con
none.
exclusives.
No? I thought
None of the Planeswalkers.
Y'all have the zombie one, don't you?
you have the zombie one, I thought.
Oh, right. I was thinking of the other one where they had the kind of the black coloration for that. Yeah. I think I purchased the Gideon, the Chandra, and the Liliana. I had to purchase them separately. I didn't purchase them in a box.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
And
Still, you own them though.
Yeah, for about a degree.
as long as you don't have the hieroglyphic one.
No, I don't have those.
So bad. Those are
Yo, that one is so bad.
those terrible looking.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I like those.
I mean,
You're talking about the one that had Dami Raid in it?
I don't know.
Don't remember.
I don't think so. All I know is that Nicobolus needs to train those Eternals to actually do a better job, because if a god like that makes crappy art drawings, get him out of here. Like we don't need him to be our god anymore. He sucks at drawing. So bad.
That's funny.
All right, and that's it for Magic the Gathering. How about y'all kick off the Force of Will here?
So there's a new promo for Force of Will. The newest August promo is like I fool the administrator of the moon. It's the little 4-drop angel that gets +2/+2 in barrier during your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Same one that was in the
Yeah.
starter decks. But you get a different art. Pick and choose which art you like.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And then they spoil some new cards.
Yeah, they've been doing their spoiler
Yeah, there
set.
is some new cards with the new set. Oh man, I like some of them. Trevor doesn't.
What Kevin thinks is good is bad.
I'm in the middle. I don't. Okay, let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. It's Lucifer, correct?
Yeah.
New Lucifer card, yes. So basically, you can pay a bunch of life, but his main to like pump him up and to bring him back from the graveyard to the field. But he has a static ability. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's whatever life loss or paid this turn, you gain that back. Correct?
Yeah.
It's during your turn, but
During
yes.
your turn, yes.
Yeah, so
So you just pay a lot of life, and you pump them up and hit pretty hard, and then you gain it all back. I mean, I know there's a downside to it that if they just kill him, you kind of lose, but just the amount of silly stuff you get to do with that.
yeah, I don't like him too well just because he's too much, and I don't think you don't get enough benefit from him, especially in New Frontiers. With that static ability to where you can use that with a final battle, yeah, I'll board wipe your board for free for 1 black. I gotta pay. I gotta pay all the life. Oh, I didn't pay life. So that is an amazing, tech for that. By himself,
Yeah, good old wombo combo.
he's worthless to me. I don't think I can foresee ever playing him just because he doesn't have much benefits in New Frontiers.
So basically, you can pay 1,000 life, so 1/4 of your life total, and you can pump them up. What, +2/+2?
Yep.
Which kind of makes that's kind of like super sad because you can only really do that 3 times if you're up there.
Mm-hmm.
So +6/+6 for that. He's an 8/8 flyer for 3.
I think he's a 7/8.
7, 8. And his next one is you pay three will, 1,000 life, and bring him back from the graveyard to the field, which is kind of worth it because you know you get that back if he doesn't die again.
Yeah, I just when Lorite rotates out, life will become a lot easier because then at that point it'll be okay. You can be fine with that.
Because you can go crazy with a Steama with him and just get all the value
Mm-hmm.
by paying life to draw a card and then paying life for them to lose life. And then at the end of your turn, bam, thank you. You get that all back. Does it happen? Oh, yeah, only on your turn. That's what you said.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be too good.
Yeah, too broken.
Like that's only
Oh, you don't eat damage? I don't use it.
it's like the only card that really has that works well with it. And Lucifer's already a 3-drop slot, so I don't know if that's where you. I don't know if you want to do that. Jam too much 3-drops like that. And a darkness deck.
All right, so which which new card do you like then, Trevor?
Well, I like almost all of them, but Lucifer. Like,
So then just pick one.
well, if I'd have to pick one, I would probably have to say I do enjoy the new Isis that they have. Just because I like fire in this game right now. Like, for her first, what was it, 2 or 1, 2, 3 abilities, basically. That's all she needs. Her next power, she didn't even need. So she's just 3-drop, 8/8, perfect, for a first strike bait. You swing in, they're never going to be able to block this and kill it. Unless they have Eternal.
That is ridiculous.
Just straight up, oh, what are you blocking with? Oh, you're blocking with, I don't know, 1,000, or a million. It's dead. Like, that's perfect. That's great. And there's even more on top of that. When she enters, you gotta go search for a 2-drop fire dude or less. Put in your hand. If it's a specifically named card of Narlithatef, the new 2-drop one, you put a Fire Moon edition onto the field. I wish they would have done something different, but this is what they're doing. Because if your ruler, of course, is Isis, all your moon editions tap for either a light or a fire. That's amazing that you can get mana ramp on a fire dude.
Yeah.
But I don't like the whole moon edition thing because I feel like this is the only set they're ever going to have support for this with. And I hated when they did that. Yeah. Oh, we have like one set left. Let's put all the support we can ever do for this card in this one set. Try our very best to not make it busted, so they downplay the ability so hard, and then the ability never gets support. And then it's not even viable to ever play. That's what they did with CL. Oh, let's make auras.
But that ability already has support.
It's in the set, though.
Yeah, well, I know. That card's way better in, like, older Force Away.
Yeah, but, like, I don't feel like they're going to do much in New Frontiers with that. But,
yeah.
Hopefully they have more support down the line other than just this one cluster. I'd be okay with that. But we'll have to see.
I mean, I bet they will.
Also, just thinking about it, it's just for one other color, so red-white. What if there's no red-white support? Maybe probably in the rest of the set, but like you said, in the other sets and such.
Yeah, they're notorious for let's print support for a thing and then not print support for thing again.
Yeah. And here I thought they were trying to stop it.
I think they were.
Well, the old company, I guess, was trying to stop it.
Yeah. That's the problem.
But for those people who have never played with a Bane First Strike dude in other TCGs, it's almost impossible.
Yep. If only First Strike worked on the defense, be the most busted card in this set. It wouldn't be it would be good. Maybe not about most busted, but it'd be up there for sure.
Yeah. Extremely. What else?
The only other thing that really happened for Force of Will was there was another GP. Where's it from? It was in
Spain. Yeah,
Zaragoza.
Zaragoza, Spain.
Yeah.
It was like July 17th, I believe.
Yeah. And Jose Antana won with Gil.
Ugh, gross.
I know, right? Gil's back. Yay, Gil.
Yeah.
But he did go back to green black Gil, like the big green black 4-drop dude, because that card's just better.
Yeah, he's really good.
And then Lucifer Alter was second, which I mean it's Alter deck. Lucifer not Alter. What is this? Just black red dudes. All right.
Yeah, it was just an aggro version. It's the best thing. That's all they're trying to do. Then you got a Loki, which is just alter.
Yeah, it's
Ultra
Loki Alter.
Yeah, with a lot more Jink support.
Another Gil.
Which
Another Lucifer deck with Dark Elves, it looks like.
Another Loki deck.
and another Gil. So yeah, Gil's definitely prominent in the top for sure. Followed by Darkness, and then Water for Loki. So no, it's okay. It's not too bad. As you can tell, it's dominant. Like Alter's gonna be in top 8 with Gil.
Yeah, no matter what.
Like,
Yeah.
Alter's just something needs to be done about that card,
Yeah,
and then something
it's
needs to
just
be
a
done
good
about
deck.
Gil.
Card's busted, but not as busted as Gil. But I don't know. What if you put them two together? Then I know it wouldn't work out.
Yeah, that would just counteract the whole point
Yeah,
of Gil.
exactly.
That's it, really, as far as the Force of Will, like, news or anything crazy big happening. The new set's shaping up to be pretty wild, so we'll have to see what happens with it.
Yeah, we'll see if it gets everyone's attention again.
Yeah, and we only went over 2 cards, but we'll definitely be going over the full set whenever that does actually release next month.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be going over our set review and all that. And there's a lot of good cards already so far.
It'd be fun. Is this the set that half of it's reprints though?
Supposedly, yes.
All right. Well, that's gonna be a short set review.
You've seen this card. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reprint.
Basically.
Can we just say remix? Remix.
As long as it's different art, then yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Done. And now, if we wanted to, we can jump into our random talk here for just a little bit.
Sure. Why not?
All right. The first things first, I want to talk about, because we haven't got to talk about, and the internet already has, and it's probably done and dead over already. But the good old gamer girl bathwater. I know everyone's probably super tired of hearing about it, but
I sure as hell am.
Yeah.
But Belle Defani, you are one intelligent creature, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I give you props for destroying the internet for a couple of weeks and making all the money you'll ever need.
Yeah, she was ingenious for doing it just because she already has a following. And then let's just sprinkle some more on top. Let's just give me all the money.
She's just like, I know how people work, and they will buy this because weebs, or even ironically, people will be like, oh, look, this is a funny gift, right? Because of how society is with e-girls and such.
I don't know if people gave that as a gift. I think they were like, my precious.
This is mine, yes. And just like lick it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just because, you know, if you just look at Japan culture, right? Not even degrading it, but there are pennies and vending machines that you can just straight up buy. Here in America, they go through Craigslist, such like that, whatever. But she just knows that nerd culture and the weeaboo culture and the weirdness is like, what can I sell that's pretty normal, but since I'm a sexy lady, I'll make a lot of money from.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sell things for $30. Selling tap water for $30 with stickers on it.
Yeah.
Like, she just made lots of money.
Genius.
Yeah, and for everyone's like, but she bathed in it. Well, selling actual bathwater is illegal in the United States, so she can't do that. So it has to be tap water or purified water or something.
I mean, I get it, but it's just so dumb that that's where we're at.
Right?
Yeah, the fact that people fell for it is saddening.
And maybe that's her whole point, is how she's bringing everyone's light to how society is nowadays. Man, we need to fix ourselves soon. Oh,
Nah,
this is
I'd say she did it for the money, which she did it in the most intelligent way possible.
yeah. And
Yep, for sure.
her next step, of course, is making a Pornhub account and literally just screwing over people's thoughts, and it's amazing.
She advertises herself, but does nothing on it, but just have like, I don't know, maybe 15-second teasers
Like, yeah, a
of
minute
just
or so.
normal things, of just normal everyday things,
Like, she
or
has
her
like
normal life, I guess.
over 700,000 like subscribers already. That's insane. And over like a million views of her stuff. And it's literally like, my favorite one is PewDiePie is deep inside of me, and she literally just eats a picture of PewDiePie while staring down the camera. And I'm like, all right,
Well,
you
you need
win.
advertising on another like section of the internet? Just go there.
Yeah, you
Advertise
just
how you want.
she just wins. Props to you. Congratulations. Please enjoy the rest of your life with all that money.
Basically,
You deserve it.
I guess.
definitely doing pretty good.
I just
I'm just
You gotta give
jealous
her props.
that I didn't think of something, or was a sexy lady to think of
to
something
just
like
be
that.
a troll because
Dude,
that's all
yeah.
she did.
She just trolled them off and made money off of it.
Yep, made lots of money.
Stupid. It's stupid, is what it is.
Gross. But amazing. All right, Trevor, did you want to talk about the retro arc?
Yes. So this is like an interesting thing that I found like a couple weeks back is RetroArch is going to be coming to Steam this month. Which, for those that don't know what RetroArch is, it's basically an emulation platform that has many different types of emulations on it, and it houses them more than emulates them. So many of the most popular emulators for like SNES, PlayStation, you can acquire the ability to use them through this app and able to get the newest version or an older version depending on what you need. And I thought that was amazing that it was going to Steam of all places,
Yeah.
because this is kind of does it, even though Steam's like going with their open policy for things being placed onto their store,
Yeah.
I didn't assume an emulator would be one to come, because this RetroArch has been able to be put onto many different systems. You can put it on your Switch. You can put it on your PlayStation 4. You can do, of course, Windows. You got Raspberry Pis, your Xboxes, your Android, your iOS, your
Yeah.
Apple. You can do it on several different platforms. And it just blows my mind that Steam is going for it.
Yeah, because usually emulators is like a gray area of like, I don't know,
Yeah.
legalization and stuff like this. But then it's like, hey, we're out in the open now on a platform that
Mhm.
everyone loves and will not
Yeah.
be taken down if they won't get in trouble.
hmm Like, it's super gray area because you can't distribute the things you don't own. So this RetroArch doesn't distribute anything. It just is a place to where you can house things.
Yeah.
So
Because they're like, oh, you want to emulate the stuff you already have? Go ahead. We're not stopping you.
yeah.
Even though there's shady stuff on the back end, right?
hmm But if it's coming into Steam, then that means that it'll probably be updated quite regularly, or have access to being updated regularly. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Props to RetroArch, the creators, for that.
Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah. Thumbs up to them. Anything on your mind, Kevin?
Not really. Like we talked about most of the things that from my side.
Yeah. how's your One Piece game coming along?
It's all right. I haven't really got to play a whole lot of it, but I haven't worried too much about it. I've been too busy catching dinosaurs.
Yeah, the good old arc.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've just
You
been
know.
playing through Bloodstain Ritual of the Night Switch. It's pretty fun so far. That's all I gotta say. I just started it. Seems fun. Seems silly. Can't wait to keep going at it.
I am, however, 4-1 on Madar or Terraforming Mars right now against the owner of the shop here locally, one of the other guys that works there, and our friend Quasi. I have defeated them so much, and it's so awesome. They're so bad at that game. And it's real fun because they get real mad. And I get to go beat them again tomorrow morning, so I'm pretty excited.
Nice. Well, I wish you Godspeed on that.
Yeah.
I also wish everyone else a good night on the island. And we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast here. This seems like a good spot. I think we're good for the night.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
It was
Have a good
fun.
night.
Later.
Bye.